My mom kicked me, 19-year-old girl, out Sunday, and we had a massive fight. Need to get it out of my system. I'm still angry and hurt. It's officially been a week. I'm sorry if it doesn't belong on this subreddit. Although my account is old, I rarely post and visit Reddit. Hey everyone, so as the title says, I got kicked out on Sunday, and needless to say, it was the worst fight we've ever had. If you want some more context leading up to the fight, check out my profile. I got a text on Friday from my mom saying that we needed to discuss my housing situation and that she wanted me out. She said we would talk more on Sunday, since I wouldn't be home till Sunday morning. Sunday rolls around. I was stressed all weekend and obviously really worried about what was going to happen next. I'm a full-time student and work very part-time before school, and Monday for a few hours, so I'm pretty broke. Sunday comes around, and I wait patiently for her to be ready to bring it up, also so I can gauge her mood before we dive into it. I wanted to remain as respectful as possible, although this came out of the blue. She's still my mom. I was doing the dishes, and I asked her if she would like me to put away breakfast so I can clean up the pans. She then begins to talk about kicking me out. She asked me where I was going to go in a really condescending tone, which, if I'm being honest, isn't too out of the ordinary. I tell her I'm not too sure. I have to find out if my partner can take me in since they still live with their parents. She then goes on saying how they would never take care of me. I'm throwing my life away. I'll wind up pregnant and stuck with a kid who I never wanted. How I'll be forced to co-parent with an ex, I'll drop out of school and probably end up on drugs and out in the street. I haven't said a word yet, and she rings me out for a solid 15 minutes. After a while, I'll be honest, I couldn't take it anymore. I tell her to shut up, that she's being so immature, and this has always been an issue with her. I tell her off. I say how everyone in the house can't stand her. She comes home in a crap mood all the time and takes it out on everyone. It's been like this all my life, but the past few months have been a total nightmare. Everyone walks on eggshells and nails, and no matter how much I try and the rest of the house tries, it's never enough. Side note, my mom was diagnosed with bipolar. I don't know which type, and she never went to therapy for her childhood trauma and never took her meds for more than 2 weeks. In the middle of me telling her off, telling her how emotionally constipated she is, she tosses her breakfast at me, which was oatmeal. Like an angry toddler, proving my point. It goes all over my clothes, and honestly knowing her, she wanted to throw fists. I don't think she did because now I'm taller than she is, but if I was any younger, I would have been on the floor getting my ass beat. I've never disrespected my mother like that before, ever, but I knew there was no going back. I tell her I'm not going anywhere. I need 30 days legally. She says I don't pay rent, so I can leave today. I remind her of our agreement. I clean the house, I cook dinner 5 times a week, I help my sister with anything she needs, and I do my mom's lashes on Sunday. And whenever she needs her hair touched up. I graduated aesthetics, I'm February, and I'm in school for Cosmo. She says good luck, and if I really want to stay, I'll have to take her to court. I said it really didn't need to be like that. I just don't understand where the hell she's coming from, and what even started all this. I believe a part of it is an episode she's going through. She's been in a funk for months, and another reason was the text messages I sent to my younger sister. My 11-year-old sister sent me a message about how mom was mad at her for not cleaning her room. I politely told her to do what she says and be nice to mom, and that she's in a bit of a funk, so just do as you're told. It was honestly polite. I know mom goes through our messages, so I didn't think there would be a problem. Little did I know, FAO, my mom throws a hissy fit after I tell her I have 30 days and leaves after she tosses the damn oatmeal at me. I get mad, start cleaning the damn mess up, and so does my stepdad. A few minutes later, she comes down and says fine, I have 30 days. But I could not eat any food. I could not have any access to water for showers, drinking, or laundry, and I'd have to sleep in the foyer. I couldn't even sleep on our massive ass sectional in our living room. I'm angry. I've been angry, and that I knew she was using to make me feel humiliated. She used to do that crap to me as a kid. She wouldn't allow me in my room and would make me sleep in the hallway if I misbehaved. I would maybe get a pillow and a small blanket if I was nice enough. Needless to say, I'm 19, and damn that, I tell her absolutely not, and consider me damn gone. I go upstairs and start packing. As I'm packing, the fight moves upstairs, and we're saying, crap, we can never take back. Since I knew I was never coming back, I said crap that's been bottled since I was born. I know I should have been better, but I can't explain to you how awful she started the conversation. She didn't even allow me to be a responsible adult and have a proper conversation. It was an immediate insult. Legit. She told me she thought I was an STD when she was pregnant with me, which I don't know what that had to do with the conversation. But alright. Eventually she went off about how she tried to give me a good life, and I just couldn't see it. I don't know where she pulled that crap from. I'll be thankful for everything I have ever gotten. That's when I pulled out the card that she always uses. Well, according to you, Mom, no one has a good life. How the hell am I supposed to know what a good life is? Then she bawled, and I felt like crap. Normally, she may cry, but she'll continue, but she just left the room. Needless to say, I felt damn awful. I know my mom has always tried, but my God, was she verbally abusive all my life. And my little sisters. Friday night, before I left for the weekend, she was going off on my little sister, saying how much she hated her, how she wishes she was never born, how she's like her father, etc., all because she couldn't plan a sleepover in an hour. An hour. She's 11, with no help. Oh my ghost. I plan on getting my sister out. I promise. I gotta focus on saving myself first. I had to call my partner to get my pet frogs, since my mom said their 2 lights took up too much electricity. They got some of my stuff and helped me before my shift at work that day. Honestly, I am so thankful for my partner. They've been my rock since I was 14, and if it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd still be alive sometimes. They picked me up after my shift at 10 p.m. and took me to their house, where I've been staying. We're looking for places, but I'm in school and make crap pay. I refuse to let my mom win. I'm never dropping out. This has been my dream for 5 years. I've busted my ass to be where I'm at, and I refuse to let my mom's words ruin me more than they already have. My mom at one point refused for me to even speak to my sister, which broke me. I've always taken care of my sister, and when COVID happened, we both went online, and I have taken care of her since. I always have, but needless to say, I became a mom. Sure, I never paid for anything, but if you ask her, she will tell you, I'm mom. She has said she wishes I was her mom, and I wish the same thing sometimes. I don't want kids, because I see her as my kid. She made me a Mother's Day card and picked dandelions in the neighborhood and gave it to me this year, and it made me cry. I felt so loved and appreciated. I miss her every day, and we can text now, but of course it's not the same. My cat is there as well, and I miss him too. I'll get him once we get a place, but he's safe there in the meantime, thanks to my stepdad. My mom hasn't spoken to me since. It's only been my sister and stepdad. But yeah, pretty crushed. I hate how I miss her sometimes. Then I remember it's the idea of her, the idea of a good mom who wants me home. But it's never been like that. I've always been her mom. Even when I was 6, I would tuck her into bed and read her a book. No, I'm not joking. At all. It was me taking care of us. I was her therapist, maid, chef, and childcare. I didn't even want to go online for COVID, but she got caught lying to the government about needing money for daycare, so they removed her from the program. Then COVID hit, and magically she wanted me to be online with my sister. I was never allowed to have friends, and when I went to their houses, she would always find a reason to bring me home. Every time I hung out with my partner or friends, I owed it to her. She expected the house to be completely clean and dinner made before I had any free time with friends. When my partner graduated high school, I wanted to go to their graduation. Well, I forgot to pack my sister's charger for her iPad, and next thing I knew, I wasn't allowed to go, because I had one job. After that, I was busy all day cleaning the home, making dinner, and helping my sister and I with our schoolwork. She wouldn't be shy to throw her hands on me at all. She would try and humiliate me by sending me to school with ratty clothes, princess dresses in middle school. Thankfully, she never did that. Take pics of me crying, saying she would post them on Facebook, etc. She always found it funny. She would criticize me. which used to make me cry at the slightest bit of critique. I'm much better now, but it's been hard. I would always try to prove myself, with the best grades, the best school projects, the best test scores, if you ignore math, and would just be the best kid I could be. Hell, at 11 years old, I took my reading test and beat the computer. I scored somewhere in college level. I became extremely emotionally intelligent, and I can pick up on the slightest mood changes from anyone. When I was little, my mom would tape my favorite stuffed animal on the wall, so when I went to jump for it, I couldn't reach it, which would make me bawl. I was always a big crybaby, and sometimes I still am. She was very quick-witted when it came to insults, probably using what her mother told her and pushed it to me. During the argument, she said she tried and did her best. She said she fed us, clothed us, kept up with doctor's appointments, we weren't ever sick kids, plus she had Medicaid, so big flex. I told her kids need emotionally safe parents, and I was so emotionally intelligent because I had to be that for the both of us. She said that she tried her best and that she's sorry for never being good enough. Which I never said that. I told her I saw how hard she tried when I was little, and it was just me and her. I'm thankful for her providing for me, even up till now. I said if that's all she got from this, then she needs to grow the hell up. I hate how it all started. I'm so angry still. It feels like forever ago and so recent at the same time. I feel regret and remorse, but I know in my heart I really tried to be a model daughter. I tried to be everything for her, and I wish it ended differently. I miss my mom, but looking back, I always missed the idea of her. I would lie awake at night crying, wishing I had a better mom and a better life in general, and the resentment for the abuse and neglect piled up and exploded in a day. Nearly 2 decades of crap piled up, essentially. I hope things get better. I hope she gets the help she needs. But she's 42, and she knows better. I know it's not my job to heal her. I gotta focus and heal myself. Sometimes I'll cry and then remember all the damage she gave me, then get damn heated. Which, if I'm being honest, I'm not an angry person. My angry emotions quickly turn into sadness, but this time I feel such betrayal, all I can feel is angry and numb. Somebody asked in the comment, how hard could she have really been trying to be a good mom if she couldn't even be bothered to take her damn pills to help her fix the problems she herself caused? Original poster replied, I was thinking the same thing. She texted me yesterday with a long apology. She said how she tried to get help, but had too many bad experiences and just gave up. Not excusing anything, but for more context. Her childhood was really screwed up. She was extremely physically, sensually, and emotionally abused. She got nearly every type of abuse you can think of. It just pissed me off because during our argument, she said her trying and being better than her parents should have been enough. Or, more so, all she could do. Rubs me the wrong way. I just hate how empathetic I am of people. Update. Hey guys, I'm back with an update. I wanted to post my mom's apology she sent me through text, but I can't seem to upload photos here, so I'm assuming it's not allowed on this subreddit. I'm not sure how to post them elsewhere, so if you know how, please let me know. Needless to say, things have been all right. The first week was emotional hell to say the least. My partner has been extremely supportive of me, but I ended up deciding to go to the hospital in fear of hurting myself due to all the stress I was under. My mental health wasn't great to begin with, so when this happened, I just couldn't do it anymore. I admitted myself only to essentially be told I wasn't a direct harm to myself. Which kind of blew my mind considering I've never asked for mental help. Me going to the hospital was a dire situation, and they turned me away. That's a whole other story, but to make it short, I waited over 6 hours, was ignored by the hospital staff, and only got to speak with the doctor for 4 minutes. He seemed to already have his mind made up before he really spoke to me. It is what it is, you know? A few days before I admitted myself, I was asked to come over to my mom's for Thanksgiving by my stepdad, which I originally declined, even though she apologized. Sure, she apologized, but we never talked in person yet since the fight. It didn't seem right to go, so I declined. I admitted myself to the hospital, got turned down, and figured that was that. I only told my stepdad I was busy and wouldn't have my phone for a bit, not giving him a reason why. I didn't want visitors and figured the hospital would have me for at least 2 days. Due to what happened with all that, I went home that same night. My mom ended up reaching out, saying if I needed anything to let her know. I waited 2 days and texted her back, because honestly, I didn't know what to say, and I didn't want any issues. She offered me firsthand to come for Thanksgiving, which I ended up accepting because I knew my sister would be there, and my cat, which I was missing terribly. Yes, the jump from a full-blown fight to Thanksgiving like it was nothing wasn't the best decision. I did not go alone. My partner went with me and supported my decision. It went fine, honestly, if you don't mind cold, dry, and wet turkey and boxed side dishes. Another reason I went was because she screwed her lashes up. She offered me $75 bi-weekly to get them done. Apparently, she bought boxes and boxes of at-home lash extensions, which lead to her getting an allergic reaction. Needless to say, that made me feel better, because it's funny how she thought she could replace my services that are easy at home, no less. It's crazy how I had to do them every Sunday. And now she's content with every 2 weeks for what I'm actually worth. Besides, $150 a month extra is needed, so I'm willing to swallow my contempt for some cash. I ended up doing her lashes that Saturday after Thanksgiving, and they were a hot mess. Lashes broken or straight up gone, chunks of glue I had to clean, etc. I did charge her extra lol, 'cause damn that, don't do that crap at home. We talked during that time. Was it in the serious tone that it should have been? No. But she claimed she didn't really expect me to leave. She said she just wanted to scare me a bit, to ground me again in life. I told her the way she handled it wasn't the right thing. If that was the case, maybe don't send me an eviction text and make me wait an entire weekend before we talk. She made me sit with such anxiety for a near solid 3 days. Then, she started up the conversation. It was done condescendingly and just never even gave me a chance. I know based on her childhood, she feels that people fight because they care. For me, it shows the opposite. Kicking me out didn't make me feel like she cared. It felt like a power trip, especially trying to make me sleep by the front door. She claimed she would never, but I told her even bringing it up made me feel subhuman. This whole conversation was a little too lighthearted. I'm not great with confrontation, but I've come a long way, to be honest. I used to never say anything. Eventually, she asked about why I couldn't have my phone. I came clean, and also because I was bruised from my blood draw. My mom's a phlebotomist, so she noticed my obvious blood draw from my arm. I told her I admitted myself to the hospital, that I was too stressed out and I was worried of hurting myself. She then said how it could go on my record. Then I reminded her my record wouldn't matter if I was dead. Before she apologized, she went through my room and packed it up. She found my really awful blue notebook. I only write in it when I'm going through awful crap. There's maybe 4 entries each year. It sucks she went through it, but that's not my problem. I write in there to regulate my situation so I don't hurt other people. I often believe it's not me when I write in there, because it's so rare and it's so upsetting when I do. I refuse to rip out the pages. It's my life, good and bad. If she decided to snoot through my life, that's on her. She said she had no idea I went through so much and how I should have told her, which if she ever made me feel safe, I would have. I wanted to, but she never felt safe fully. So why risk it? If y'all want her full apology, tell me where I can post it. It's rough, but adds a lot more context. I also want to know if it even sounds genuine. At first it did. I didn't even expect her to apologize, and it's good by her standards, since she rarely does. Reading back now, I don't think I'm fully happy with it. I asked my partner's parents if I could stay longer, and was granted permission a few more months, if really needed. As soon as we can leave, we will. This is very temporary. They're great, but it's not their job to have me here. Together, we're paying $600 per month to stay here. I've helped keep things clean to try and keep peace. Also, because I can't not do something, I always have to be cleaning or doing something. That and to prevent any issues due to being paranoid of having history repeating itself. School is a whole other thing, but it's still going and will be going till completed. Trying to make it for another 4-ish months, then bailing to get a job. But yeah, it's not the best update. At least with doing mom's lashes, I can see my sister and cat while making some money, so it's worth it to me for now. Thank you guys for showing your support. It means so much to me. It's been a lot to say the least, but I know I got this. My mom offered me to move back, but I have until the 8th to decide. However, I'm not going back. I will decorate the Xmas tree, but that's mostly to see my sister again. I don't really care about decorating for Xmas. It's never been fun. Mom just complains how it's never right, then moves the bulbs around after we already placed them. My stepdad took my bed because he's been sleeping either in his man cave or on the couch since last October. Mom doesn't sleep with him because he snored way too loud. She's not lying. It sounds like an elephant. So needless to say, I don't want to come back and throw him back into the man cave. And honestly, other than a few panic moments, I've felt safe here. I haven't felt at risk of being thrown out. I'm talked to like I'm human, and no one makes me feel unsafe or unwanted here. At first, I was scared to even leave the bedroom. I didn't want to feel like a nuisance. The first day, I talked to my partner's mom, and I felt a lot better. I was worried I wouldn't be understood due to how crazy my situation sounded. She's been really sweet, which I really appreciate to say the least. I ended up cleaning the kitchen really well in the first week to try and show some thank you. Also because I couldn't stop thinking and needed to shut my brain off. I help when I can. It's the least I can do. Anyways, thanks guys for reading. I probably won't post an update for a few months. I hope you all are doing well, and happy holidays. My mom kicked me out. Finally decided to post her apology. This was sent to me November 14th. Sorry that it's long. I mostly wanted to post it because I'm still angry, and some people asked me to post her apology. Here it is. Hello. You might have blocked me, but I'm gonna send anyway. I'm sorry that I wasn't a better mother for you. I honestly always knew that the odds were never in my favor of being successful as a mom, but I guess I thought there was no way I would ever be as terrible as my own was to me, and that as long as I tried, then it would work out like it should. I'm sorry that I didn't get help, but there's a lot of things you don't know about me, and I actually did go to get help several times. It just made everything worse, though. Unfortunately for you and Sarah, I was always broken. I never really stood a chance. The only thing I could do was wake up every day and try again, and waking up every day was sometimes the worst choice to make. Not ever because of you and Sarah, though. I never wanted anything in my life more than both of you. I know I have a funny way of showing it. Ha! But you alone made me the best person I could be. Best isn't really that good, but I really tried. Even if I could have done more, for me, I really could have done more. For me, I really tried. I'm sorry that you had to mother me. I never had any idea what to do. Being a parent is hard, especially when you had no one to learn the good from, only the bad. I tried to be supportive the best I could. I went to your award shows and always cheered you on in my head if I couldn't actually be there. I always would talk to people about how you are my biggest win in life. How you're nothing like me, you're wise and beautiful and have the best head on your shoulders. And I meant it every time I said it, and I thought about it every single day. I should have shown you in person, though. Emotions are hard for me. Makes me feel weak and vulnerable, and people use those weaknesses and vulnerabilities against you. I know this. I've learned this. And I think you understand me enough to know that. You know me better than anyone. I don't think I'm the worst person on the planet. I do want good things for myself and for everyone else. But I self-sabotage most times. I think it's a learned growth. It's been helpful with most things, but I guess it hurts the people that matter most. I never wanted to hurt you. Not even a little bit. And I'm sorry if you think that was ever my intention. I've had many diaries over the years. I would write all my thoughts out and noticed I was only writing when my life was terrible. Usually after a fight with whatever partner I was with, or with you or Sarah, I noticed it was never about the actual fight or about what the other person had done. It was always about how awful of a person I was. I would write out pages and pages, and then as soon as I was done, I would rip the pages to shreds and throw them away. Probably in case I died in my sleep and someone found them, they would think how pathetic I was. Or in case someone found them while I was alive, that would be even worse. And of course, you were my therapist, and I guess you shouldn't have been. But I can't open up to people because I don't trust them, And you were my person. Probably shouldn't have put you in that position, but I did and can't take it back, and now I guess that traumatized you or whatever. I can't win, so I just quit trying at life. Either way, I'm gonna do what I've always done and wake up the next day to see what other crap I can create. I found your blue notebook. I didn't read everything, but I read enough. I wish you had told me about Elodie. I hate that you didn't trust me enough in all my terrible efforts as a mom to let me in a little. I would have tried to understand and watch my words more and support you. Maybe not in the best way ever, but in my way. I don't know what that means, but I would have at least been there for you. You are my best friend and will always be the best of me. Always. No matter what you do or what you think of me, you are the best thing I've ever done. No matter any words I've ever said to make you think otherwise or any actions, you are the best part of me. I hope you realize that you are better than me, and I trust your decisions. I'm sorry if I was toxic to you. Believe that was never my intention. I just didn't know how to be better. Everyone that I was supposed to trust let me down starting early in life. I didn't want to be that person for you. But I am proud of you and have no doubt you'll get everything you want in life, because even if you're like me in more ways than you'd like to think, you're different in all the ways that make you better. I packed up the rest of your room and tried to sort things out, but there are a few random bags that just have a lot of whatever in them. You can get them at your convenience. I hope you're doing okay, and I love you. Maybe one day it'll all work out. If you need anything, I'm still here.